Hello everyone, I'm Teddy B and welcome back to my channel. So, it's been a hot minute since I filmed a story time. And this is a story time that I've been wanting to film since it happened to me. Before I get started, let me just put out a huge ass fucking screen-sized trigger warning. This video will be triggering for certain people. So if you don't like me cussing and you don't like me talking shit about people that deserve to be talked shit about, then click out of the motherfucking video. Thank you. But if you're here for some juicy ass fucking story and a fucking rant, then keep on watching. This is the story about the time when someone really fucking screwed me over. So, get on with the video. I don't want to name any names, but the main protagonist of this story, let's call him Elf, because he fucking looks like one. Not gonna say what country, not gonna say what school, not gonna say when, but Elf was living a very happy life. He had just broken up with his girlfriend 3 weeks ago, and he was just living it up. I didn't personally know Elf that well. I've seen him a couple of times, and I think I talked to him one time. That was all the interaction we had before our first encounter. So let's say this was like a party. Elf and I engaged in our first actual conversation. Listen, I'm not trying to bash him. I'm joking, but we had a very solid conversation. We hit it off like that. I think we spent like hours talking. I personally, when I go to parties, I like to hang out with everyone I can. I like to hang out with my friends, and I like to, you know, go crazy. But this time, I actually enjoyed talking to just one person and getting to know them. I spent the whole night talking to him. We kind of hooked up. Let's say we hooked up. Next day, word spreads around quick, and I had no problem with it. I talked to Elf about it, and Elf seemed to be fine with it. Elf's ex-girlfriend started bitching, and I get that. I mean, I get salty too. Sometimes I do get salty. Now, I knew Elf's ex-girlfriend didn't quite like me. I think she had a problem with me. I don't know why. I never talked to this person in my whole life. And she was just very aggressive with Elf, and she started yelling at him and doing this and this all over his face. I'm not here to bash Elf's ex, by the way. I sometimes do this ratchet shit, but what I saw was very ratchet. Okay, so time goes by, vacations roll in. I'm talking to Elf, getting to know him even more and more, and we start to have something. I didn't know what we had, but we were definitely flirting. Elf and I still want to keep on seeing each other, and we want to hang out more. And it comes to a point that every weekend we hang out together. I'm just very confused because we were talking as if we had a relationship. Well, everyone knew because word spreads fast, so everyone knew we had a fucking thing. It was no secret. The whole world and their mom knew we had a fucking thing going on. Might as well make it public, right? That's what your girl thinks. But no, apparently I'm wrong. Everyone keeps asking me, how's it going with Elf? Are you happy with Elf? Yes, yes. Elf's best friends knew that we had a thing. Elf's ex even knew we had a thing. She moved on from Elf. Side note, Elf did not live close to me. Elf would get his motherfucking car and drive all the way to my house, pick me up, be cute, fucking go on cute ass car rides, fucking go around the park, fucking do everything a cute little couple does, you know? And we did really cute shit. The only thing that was missing was that whole public issue. I'm someone that when I'm with someone, I like them to show me off. I like to show them off. So the fact that me and Elf were not really public, but at the same time everyone knew, was kind of pissing me off. He would get mad if I got with someone else, and I obviously would get mad if he got with someone else, so we just didn't do it. Months passed by, and we're still going out. He's still coming to my house. I literally helped him study. I did his works for him. I did like this very important essay that he had to do. It backfired on him after, but that's because karma's a fucking bitch. But I did like really nice shit, and he was doing really nice shit too. The only problem was we weren't fucking public. He just didn't want to admit it even though everyone knew. Like, he would tell his close friends, but he wouldn't tell everyone else. And that just made me seem like an idiot. People would come and ask me, are you with Elf? Yeah. People would come and ask him, are you with Teddy? Oh no. So that really kind of threw me off and pissed me off, to be honest. So I was starting to think maybe this isn't going anywhere. Elf's already gonna leave. I don't know. I wanted to end shit. I didn't want to get with anyone else, but like I just knew like he wasn't gonna change. His ex, let's call her Jane, because she's plain Jane. I've never talked to this bitch in my life. And when I say bitch, I mean like girl. So Jane. So Elf and Jane we're always best friends. Elf, actually, I'm gonna expose Elf a bit. Every time I asked about Jane, he would always rant about Jane. He would always say that she was a piece of shit, she was ugly, that she was this, and that. Keep in mind, Jane had a boyfriend at this time, so that also made me like not really that jealous. So a couple weeks passed by, and then I realized that Elf and Jane had been chilling a lot together. And I was like, this is pretty weird. Like, he talks a lot of shit about her. That's when I was like, okay, I need to draw some kind of line here. So I was determined to say bye. All my friends also thought he was acting very weird recently with Jane. We were still talking normally because I was seeing if there was like some sort of like fucking hope to like save this shit, while my friends on the other hand were like, girl, dump him, girl, he can do so much better. I can't. Get to the party, I'm having my fun, I'm literally chilling, straight chilling. I have a couple stuff, you know, to give myself, you know, a little bit turned up. I remember, I'm like, shit, I need to talk to Elf. I go over there, I grab him, I'm like, hey Elf, hey, can I talk to you for a second? We talk and I'm like, listen, and I just told you so many times that this like secret shit, but it's not really a secret because everyone fucking knows, doesn't work with me. And then Elf proceeds to say, no one is better than me. He wanted one more day. He wanted me to give him one more day. Jane had just broken up with her boyfriend. Do you see the pieces just like coming in? Jane just broke up with her boyfriend. So I don't know what she's gonna try to do because she doesn't like me. And then he was like, no, just give me one more day. Promise you things are gonna change. You know what? This is not the time to settle this. It's a party, we should all be having fun. I'm not gonna settle this now, I'm gonna settle this tomorrow like he told me to. Came back to the party, was chilling with my friend. I turn around and I see that hoe. That dirty hoe. And I'm talking about Elf, I'm not talking about Jane. Jane pretty much fucking hooked up with Elf. So I was like, okay, I'm done with this shit. Listen, if you have not seen me mad and drunk, you don't want to fucking see that. I have so many stories where I'm enraged, like my inner werewolf comes out. So I knew this shit was gonna happen. I knew I was gonna start some shit. So I was like, just please take me away from him. Like, I don't want to see this. So I was dancing and shit, and I was like really feeling it. I literally feel a fucking slimy ass, tiny ass hand touch me, and I'm like, if this is him, if this is him, I'm gonna pop off. I turn around and it's him, obviously. So the first thing that popped into my mind was he did not let me break up with him because he wanted to do it himself. That was the case. Just letting y'all know, that was the case. He didn't let me break up with him because he didn't want to look stupid. So I was like, so, like, did you just do that for that? And he was like, listen, I never liked you. And then he was like, yeah, I mean, me and Jane have always had a thing. This whole time we were having a thing. And bitch, if you were having a thing, you wouldn't be calling her ratchet and ugly and that she looked like a man. She had a boyfriend, so that also didn't connect. Honestly, I don't buy it. I buy that they were flirting, yes, because she's all up on that dick. Like, she loves him. Like, he's like a fucking icon to her. To be honest, he's my type too. Like, I don't like to say that I have a type, but I clearly do. If you know me, I go for like that type of person. And then this bitch, I see her, I'm not even gonna bash her, poor thing. And I'm like, so are you guys like back together? He was like, yeah. And I was like, does she know? Does she know you were bashing her this whole time and you begged me to give you one more chance? I started saying that his hairline was receding, that he was a skinny motherfucker, and that the other guy that wanted my attention was like hotter than him and all that shit. It was insane. But I didn't go on full enraged. He would bring random guys into the mix and be like, date him. Like, random people I've never seen in my life. Number one, I was so hurt. He got my hopes up that high. And I was shook that that had happened. What? So then I attempt to have a thing with someone else. And what does this man do? I thought we were done talking. I thought he would erase me from his mind. I thought wrong. And there he goes. And he tells the person I'm trying to have a thing with, and that is trying to have a thing with me, he goes and says, I may be with Jane, but I will hook up with Teddy one more time. So don't you try to go and have a thing with her. So then he scares away that person, and I didn't even fucking know. Really? Like, do you honestly think after you humiliated me that night that I was honestly gonna get with your fucking crusty flakes ass? No! Like, you know, like, can you get over me? Like, please get the fuck over me. Like, I clearly moved on. You clearly did. I don't want to talk shit about you, even though I am now. So he attempted to ruin 2 relationships for me. One, he succeeded. The other one, he didn't, because that other person is way better than him. So yes, this was the story about the biggest fuckboy I've ever fucking met in my whole entire life. Yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have way more videos planned, so make sure to hit the subscribe button and follow me on all my social medias. And I'll see you guys next time. Don't be like Elf. Thank you all so much. Bye.